Good evening, folks. South Africa will mediate in Middle East conflict, if asked. This, according to President Cyril Ramaphosa. Let me save you the trouble and concern. You will not be asked. South Africa plays no substantive role in peace negotiations in Rwanda, in the DRC, in Somalia, in Burkina Faso, in Mali, in Niger, in Nigeria, in Sudan, anywhere. All they seem to be capable of is bringing a fraudulent ICJ case against Israel over a non-existent genocide. That's all they seem to be capable of. Remember when South Africa interjected itself in the Ukraine and Russia conflict after supporting Russia by abstaining and not voting to declare their attack to be unlawful in the United Nations General Assembly? Then they playfully went there pretending they were negotiating peace. So Ramaphosa, for some reason, seems to think himself as a great negotiator. Well, the only great negotiation he's ever accomplished is the hoodwinking of the National Party during the CODESA summit when he played the role of honest broker, which he wasn't. And since then, he's had in his mind that he's a great businessman and a great negotiator. He's neither. South Africa is willing to play a mediating role in the Middle East conflict if asked. President Ramaphosa told local media on the sidelines of an energy conference in Cape Town. Presumably, he was asked this question. South Africa is always ready to play a contributing role, either in mediation or whatever. And if a gap opens or if we're asked, we always live up to our obligations. What obligations? These are comments he told Newsroom Africa. We know all about Newsroom Africa and how they propagate fake news. If the opportunity were to open, we would talk and say there must be a ceasefire. Dialogue is always the best way of ending conflict and then ending the war. And we want this war to come to an end immediately. Why? So that your friends can continue to supply the ANC? So that the state sponsor of terror, the largest ever state sponsor of terror, continues to operate with impunity, arming the Houthis, Hezbollah. Unbelievable. You want the war to end. Yes, because your friends are in trouble. Trump has already removed chess pieces from the board in Venezuela with Nicolas Maduro, extradited back to the United States to face criminal charges. He's removed Cuba from the chessboard, blocking its supplies. And now he's removing Iran. South Africa is running out of friends. Of course, Cyril Ramaphosa would like a role and opportunity to be a statesman and negotiate peace. There's no peace to be negotiated here. Ceasefire simply gives the Iranians time to rest, rearm, and attack their neighbors, which they've done, committing crimes against humanity, attacking civilian hotels, ports, apartment complexes in virtually every state neighboring it, with the exception of Russia and Pakistan. And they know better than to attack Pakistan because they have nuclear weapons and they would be obliterated. The South African government is doing everything it can to bring home its citizens stranded in the region, according to Ramaphosa. But what are they doing? Are there any charter flights from South Africa? Have they hired FlySafair Air or Airlink or South African Airways or anybody to fly into the region and remove people, even from third-party locations? Not that I'm aware of. So what exactly are they doing to help repatriate the 6,400 registered South Africans in the region? I'm not aware of any opportunities here for South Africans to get out or any means. In fact, many people come on my channel and say that their family and loved ones are trapped in the Middle East, especially in the Emirates. What is South Africa doing? Well, once again, Cyril Ramaphosa is pretending that he's actually an important player on the world stage. He's not. He is not in any way whatsoever. He likes to think he is, but he's not. Not a statesman, not a negotiator. Just, well, I'll leave it at that. What say you, South Africa? Do you think Ramaphosa has a role to play in negotiating in the Middle East? Do you think anyone's going to ask him? I don't. What say you, South Africa? Mzansi. Cheers.